Khloe Kardashian once boasted that she partied with P. Diddy and everyone was butt naked in a clip years before his arrest. The TV personality, 40, made the revelation on Keeping Up with the Kardashians back in 2014. The decade-old clip has come to light again after federal prosecutors released the indictment announcing Sean Diddy Combs was charged with racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. At the time, Khloe told her sister Kourtney that she had spent the night partying with a string of famous faces. She said, "I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Well, this party, I think half the people there were butt naked. You would have loved it." Khloe then turned to co-star Khadijah and said, have you met Khloe's new, crew of friends?" To which she replied, "Yes." The X-rated confession went unnoticed at the time but has since been circulating online following recent events. Diddy bombshell. Earlier this week, a bombshell federal indictment has claimed that disgraced rapper Diddy orchestrated days-long, drug-fueled sex parties that he forced victims to take part in. The music sensation was arrested on Monday night at a New York City hotel hours after he was seen relaxing in Central Park. The charges came less than a year after a lawsuit filed by Combs' ex Cassie Ventura accused the rapper of physically and sexually abusing her for years. That suit spurred a raft of other allegations made by alleged victims of the music mogul. According to prosecutors, Combs threw wild parties he called freak-offs where he would fly in sex workers for days of raucous sessions. However, once at the party, workers would be coerced through money and intimidated into performing sick non-consensual acts, the indictment claims. Combs organized and directed these parties in part, prosecutors allege, so he could record sex acts while he masturbated. After days of non-stop drug use and drinking, participants were often mailed IV bags to help recover from the revelry, the indictment claims. The indictment references key pieces of evidence federal agents found during their raids of the rapper's homes in Los Angeles and Miami Beach, Florida. According to the indictment, the rapper had 1,000 bottles of lubricant and baby oil in his two homes alongside a stash of narcotics that were used during the sex parties. Agents also found 3 Arkansas 15s with their serial numbers defaced and a drum magazine, the indictment says. Video obtained by TMZ showed Combs' Los Angeles home left in pieces after the raid. Outside the U.S. District Courthouse in Manhattan on Tuesday, Combs' attorney Mark Agnifilio said his client obviously plans to plead not guilty. He's going to write this with all of his energy and all of his might, and the full confidence of his lawyers. And I expect a long battle with a good result for Mr. Combs. Blackmail. Freaks-offs were used in part so Combs could hold power over participants with his recordings of the degrading acts, prosecutors believe. Using violence and coercion, Combs would allegedly threaten anyone working for his business, the Combs Enterprise, who wished to opt out of the sessions. Those working for Combs helped plan freak-offs, which happened often and usually lasted for days, according to prosecutors. Prosecutors said Combs' employees booked the hotel rooms, gave the rapper wads of cash he allegedly used to pay off the sex workers, and cleaned up after the parties. They often stashed the hotels with controlled substances, baby oil, extra linens, and lighting ahead of the parties, prosecutors allege. In some instances, hotels charged Combs extra for damage sustained to couches and linens, the New York Post reported. It was like they had a party. The couch had oil stains, a former employee of a New York City hotel told the outlet. In the room there was stains on the couches with body oils and the hotel needed to charge him for extra cleaning. The former employee also confirmed investigators were piecing together dates of Combs' stays at the hotel. People had reached out to the hotel asking if he stayed at certain dates at the hotel. I don't know if it was federal lawyers or Diddy's lawyers, but they were trying to coordinate the dates he was there, the former employee told the Post. Participants in the freak-offs who were recorded would be blackmailed into attending future gatherings, prosecutors alleged, out of fear Combs would share the videos with others. The bombshell allegations against Combs came less than a year after Ventura claimed in her lawsuit that she was forced to have sex with male prostitutes while the disgraced music mogul watched. In a press conference held on Tuesday, U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Damian Williams, said Combs was in custody and would appear in court that same day. Williams publicly stated the desire to keep Combs behind bars until his trial, calling him a flight risk. Combs, however, has reportedly proposed a $50 million bail package in exchange for his freedom until he faces trial. He is willing to offer his $48 million Miami home, plus his mother's $2 million Miami home, according to TMZ.